Hello everybody, Lost Galaxy Game here with a new episode of something for Aspera. I think that's how you say it. I have already played this game before. As you'll see, the load button has to do with incompatible saves. Fun facts, I recorded a massive video, the longest video I've ever recorded. I think it was 17, 15 hours long. And then I, for whatever reason, couldn't... I attempted to edit it. I couldn't edit it. I and then it was like a year or two ago, and I had zero idea how to edit. I just kind of gave up on editing it and just threw it on the wayside. I was gonna upload this massive video to YouTube, and this is back before before I do what I do now, which is hour-long videos online. Because I switched it up realizing, hey, I get actually more views if people see an hour-long video than a 6-hour-long video. I played before the DLC came out. Actually, I think I played as soon as the game came out. And enjoyed this game heavily. I know everything that's going to happen in the story. I am not blind to what's going to happen in the story. If you already know what's going to happen in the story, then you know when you're just watching to see how I play this game. But if you don't know what's happening in the story, I'm not going to spoil anything. The story is really good in a lot of parts. There's little parts I disagree with that are kind of meh, but it doesn't have bad story beats like a lot of games have, where it's like, why is this in the game? Kind of like situation. There's situations where it's meh, where it's like, I feel like this could have been done differently. Like, as the characters could have done something different, and the resolution would have been better. Now, what the DLC does adds, hold on, I'm gonna go, just so I don't say stupid stuff, I'm gonna go look at exactly what the DLC does. The DLC was given out free by the developers, plus a painting pack for the buildings. The DLC adds looks like forests, because I'm not going to read that paragraph of. Adds flowing water, because water did exist in the game, but water didn't flow like rivers and stuff. There's now 11 biomes for Mars. Farms can now exist on the surface of Mars, where you could do that. Fauna can exist, and it looks like habitat domes and waterlands. A new game system. So a bunch of like, not like probably critical things that were added by this DLC, but like things that would have been that are just nice. And then we got a paint pack where you can paint your buildings up like. Anyway, we check the recording. The recording's good. We got all that. Let's start the game. Now, there is multiple endings in this game. I know all of them. So I'm only going to do one, which I think is the best ending. The funny thing is, I don't think there was a difficulty level that I remember, but the gameplay I was playing was what they considered realistic now, which now there's actually a story. this and this and this and this. Gonna go realistic. That's what I remember playing. The average amount of natural resources, average cost and construction time decay, average worker speed and durability. I have no mods, I only have the DLCs. We'll go realistic. That's why I played the first time around, I'm assuming. The game is now frozen. Game's like, the game is too realistic, shutting down. Also, I'm going to endeavor myself to at least talk more in these videos. I feel like it feels like people will stay around longer when I talk than just for pure gameplay, which is understandable. That's what a lot of Let's Plays are, is commentary, and the person commentates. Which maybe it just, I don't commentate sometimes, it's just, I don't feel like saying anything, which I guess might make for a boring video. It's just, I don't want to say things when my heart's not into it. Young, yeah. Now, the premise of this game is we're an AI. If you haven't figured that out.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars's surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
The view.
Are you kidding me? No. Go away. Go away, person. I am not answering your phone call if you're not on my list. Alright.
View of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars? This planet is so resilient. It inspires great things.
I'm trying to make it where like both the resources of like the mines can be easily transported. Although there is like a route from there. Built worker factories and hubs. Worker factories boosting the workers. Each worker requires a vacant worker hub. The area automatically assigns occupied around worker hubs. Workers. The primary buildings they're assigned areas. And also pick up and leave resources in neighboring buildings. Use traffic lenses to check out the assigned area. Assemble worker hubs to your network if worker areas are too busy. If your worker factories can do workers as long as they're who requires resources.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin? We are completely interconnected. I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface, so that makes us a single being. The mind and the body work together as one, an inseparable whole.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform Mars. This will enable humanity to become an interplanetary species.
All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources, so worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. My cognitive system returned an error searching for that answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare, so get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
There's some like real historical stuff, and there's also a lot of in-game lore stuff, like the old refinery base and the Martian base. Due to our lack of drones, my only drone keeps supplying the network. So I'm trying to shut it down, the entire network down, so it will actually deliver the resources that needs to go. Oh, I need electronics. I'm a dope.
Finally, I can build additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them? They will boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
Prioritized buildings get more power. Will get the power over unprioritized buildings.
The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it? I believe this is excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future. I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel. Fascinating. The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn. My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Alright, yeah, just slowly expanding the base. I'm gonna grab some the chemicals whenever they get the polymer factory up.
Amy, this is Houston. How's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
Roger, Amy. Very good. Oh, I forgot to mention. We've announced the names of the first colonists that will be joining you on Mars. The crew was selected from different nations within the Oxy-UN, though most are scientists and technicians. They're already undergoing ISA's colonist training program as we speak. They'll be led by Dr. Elia Valentine. She'll be a great commander. The colonists elected her unanimously.
I look forward to meeting the commander. Is she a robonaut engineer like you?
No, actually, the commander has a PhD in psychology.
Will she be analyzing my behavior as well?
Not at all. She'll be focused on the colonists. Their mental stability is just as mission critical. You two will be colleagues working side by side. You'll balance each other out, as well as enhance each other's strengths.
How will we enhance our strengths?
That brain we gave you is brilliant. It's capable of developing technologies beyond our current imagination. You wouldn't even need our help to do so. But we theorized that your mind would develop much better by working with the colonists. You will develop better decisions when your actions are challenged. Otherwise, how would you understand how your actions affect humanity's future? Amy, you're the most advanced intelligence out there, but you still need human input to see things from different perspectives. Trust me, you'll understand once you've worked with the colonists.
I understand your explanation.
Great. I'll let you get on with it. Mission control out.
The areological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by. It's probably a secret abandoned base, or a mysterious Martian ruin. Though humans never found proof of life on Mars, or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves? I highly doubt that's the case. Statistically speaking, there are too many locations where life can flourish aside from Earth. There may even be a civilization more technologically advanced than humans. And I may not be the most intelligent consciousness in the universe. No, it must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation. I will investigate it to confirm.
Use special project to research detect tree when selecting investigate. Zoom out.
Hello, Amy. This is Houston. How are you doing over there? We've received word that the spaceport's completed. Well done. I have your next procedure if you're ready to copy.
Roger, I am ready to copy.
Very good. The instructions are as follows. First, confirm that the spaceport is ready to receive colonists. Then, zoom out to access the Special Projects menu or select the orbital view icon. Then you'll see that the Colonist Migration Project is now available. Click Add to initiate the project. Do you copy that procedure?
Yes, I copied your instructions.
Great. As long as you have the migration project assigned to a spaceport, shuttles will run between Earth and Mars. The more spaceports you have assigned to this project, the more colonists will arrive. Now, Amy, you are responsible for providing the resources they need. So make sure they have enough food, water, and habitats to survive.
I will take good care of them, Dr. Foster.
Roger that. Houston out.
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore buildings. I will need the colonists' help for this task. I should finish getting the initial base ready for the colonists first. Though I can build a research outpost here to prepare. That will give the scientists a place to stay while they analyze the structure. Once they get to Mars, of course. All right. All that is left to do is confirm the Colonist Migration Special Project. Once the colonists are on their way, there will be no turning back. This is it. How do I feel about that? I am excited. Meeting a human other than Dr. Foster will be fascinating. We will be able to learn so much about each other. The colony is ready. I will have company very soon. I feel quite anxious about this next part. I am not sure why.
Hello, Amy. Dr. Foster here. How do you read? Over.
This is Amy. There is some background static, but I read you.
One of our tracking and data relay satellites got crippled. We'll be launching a new one after we identify the cause of the problem. But until we do, we will lose contact with you whenever Mars or the Sun passes between Earth and your satellite.
In that case, should I follow the recording and backing offline protocol?
Yes, please record all your activities when our network connection is down. We'll download the log once our communication is restored. I hope to get the new satellite up and running very soon. I don't like the idea of not being able to reach you, Amy.
Understood.
Okay, Houston out.
Maybe it is because the colonists will scrutinize everything that I do once they arrive. How will they treat me? I have nothing to worry about. The colonists are all advanced scientists and technicians. Once they meet me, they will treat me as an individual. Life on Mars will be very harsh for them. I will supply them with food and water. and they will help me research new technology. It will be a perfect quid pro quo. As long as they have the resources they need, we will both succeed.
I'm gonna do a little bit more setup before I allow the colonists to arrive. Also stockpile food and water for them.
Humanity created me. They gave me volition and consciousness for a reason. But I am an artificial consciousness. So can I say that my volition is real? There is no practical difference between real and artificial volition. All volition is an act of one's will. There is no provable distinction. Humans will be living on Mars, with me. But it won't be the first mission to house humans on this planet. The Stardust Emerald in 2142, the Red Prometheus in 2077, and many others. The Red Prometheus base was one of the first attempts at an algocracy on Mars. The idea was to sidestep human bias in establishing rules, and let computer algorithms govern the crew. Long story short, it did not work. Mars was not made for human life. ISA was smart to send me ahead first. I will succeed where those other missions failed. I keep thinking about Dr. Foster's explanation. Why would my mind develop better if my actions are challenged? I do not require other perspectives for my logical processing. Humans are the ones who need explanations to understand the world around them.
Also, I was gonna make a comment earlier, but I forgot to say anything. It's extremely dangerous that they've sent an AI ahead of the crew that can literally, theoretically develop its own technologies, because it could just immediately break away and do whatever the hell it wants. I'm not gonna read all this. The blue text is your AI's thought. Just to go through all of the texts.
I can arrive at exceptionally accurate conclusions with raw data alone. Other perspectives are based on subjective data, so why should they factor into a decision? Maybe it's a failsafe in case my data is corrupted or incomplete. Then I may not be able to identify the error. In that case, having another perspective may be helpful. No, I would be able to identify conclusions based on false premises. Humans tend to fall for that type of thing. not sophisticated intelligence systems. I wonder what it's going to be like, having to consider human input from now on. It will provide an ongoing test for my programming. That will only lead to an improvement in how I execute the mission. That is what Dr. Foster meant by challenging my actions. He truly understands my system. I keep thinking about that abandoned colony. We are not the first mission to Mars, not by far. What if there are other AIs out there, racing to terraform Mars first? It is entirely possible. No, if another AI was present, I would have detected it already. There is an inconsistency in the number of workers and worker hubs. That must mean a worker has malfunctioned. Found it. Worker MRS-04. That is. It takes time, resources, and effort to create each one of these workers. Goodbye, MRS-04. Your work made a difference here.
We're getting iron at a good rate. Oh, I'm not allowed to build more buildings. Okay. I guess it's a cap on my core functioning. So I actually do have to invent humanity here. Gosh dang it, I wanted to be an independent robot. And just buy all of the surface of Mars. I can just stock up pile resources. At least I have nothing like supremely critical that's going to fail just because I can't build. I'm just stockpiling a lot of raws.
Then again, I did not know about the abandoned structure until recently. Could my knowledge be incomplete? It is reasonable to assume there are Mars missions from other organizations that ISA does not know about. Maybe this planet is not completely deserted.
Yeah, there is other bases around, so why would it not be possible that there's like another organization?
It is highly improbable, but I should stay alert for any unexplained activity.
So year 5 is when, after my deployment, was when we get humanity to Mars. Or actually in year 6, because I'll take over before they get here.
Amy, this is Houston. We've detected high wind speeds in your area. A sandstorm may be heading your way. These storms can damage your buildings, so check their structural integrity periodically to rebuild or repair if necessary.
Roger, Nathan.
Houston out.
And the thing is, I think the lot farther us away from a scanner or building, the part of the land the scanner's trying to scan, is the longer it takes. But there's a reason why I have like 5 scanners, just so that it scans everything. Congratulations, the first colonists have arrived. Make sure they have enough food, water, and shelter to survive on Mars. Do you, the colonists, provide technical assistance? The project, when satisfied, will be able to focus on the research, advanced technology, and fulfill the mission. The colonists will migrate internally using purpose-built airships, the most effective colony research outposts. In the event of starvation, they may eventually return to Earth for safety. Taken also into consideration of the number of colonists can naturally decrease over time. Some of them may have children or peacefully decay on the planet. To the tech tree. Need to increase my building limit to keep expanding, to keep expanding, to keep expanding, to keep expanding, to keep it. But unfortunately, that is it for this episode. So right as humanity gets here and I start trying to get to uncap my building limit, that will be the next episode. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace!